Welcome back. As we celebrate Mother's Day this Sunday, ding, 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 don't forget anybody. It's important to remember that the journey to motherhood is unique to each woman.
That's right. And there is no one-size-fits-all method to navigating motherhood either. Our guest today reminds us that as moms, it's okay to embrace imperfection, let go of unrealistic expectations, and reclaim our confidence. Tesha Allison is an inspirational speaker and mother of 8. Welcome to Great Day, Washington.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, you're also an attorney, an entrepreneur, an author. You've done it all. So you've got some advice to give to mothers. One of which, I know, we need it. And I love your messaging. You said something like, I don't want my kids to look up to me. What do you mean by that?
See, when someone looks up to someone, that means they automatically see themselves below them. And I don't want my kids to go through life thinking someone is here and I'm here. I want you to look across, to admire, to be inspired, but understand that what you're looking at is also achievable to you and you're not smaller than it or what you perceive it to be. When we tell someone to look up to someone, you're saying, okay, if I look up to you, I'm saying I am automatically beneath you, and that subconsciously says something to the mind like, no, I'm here. I just need to walk over to where you are, if that's what I want. And that's what I would like my kids to take from that. Not to look up to anyone, look across.
I like that.
Admire.
Yeah, you've spent a lot of time, I think, thinking about this, imagining your motherhood journey. Why did you rethink what motherhood means and should mean to so many of us?
Ever since I was young, I never liked the idea that something was too far away from me. And that, it took me a while to be able to translate that's what it was. Like, it's not too far, you're human just like I am. So as I'm navigating my children and I'm teaching them, it's like, you can do it too. These people are just humans. Whatever they achieve is also achievable to you despite it. You just have to want it. And decide to get it. Exactly.
It's a very refreshing way to look at motherhood, to talk to other moms, because we feel like we have all this pressure and we're trying to be perfect. We're always trying to be ready. But you say there's a myth about being ready.
It's a myth. You're only ready for something when you actually do it. Everything you can go in endless preparation. You can always tell yourself that there's this and this and that, but you don't know what motherhood requires from you until you have a child, because my child is going to my child or 8 of them will require differently from me what yours will from you, because children are so unique in their requirement. I cannot prepare you for what your personality of your child because I don't know what it is. And there's an instinct. Motherhood comes with it a certain instinctive need. And if you trust yourself and you trust your instincts, it will work seamlessly. Believe that. It's work. It's work. But it's doable. It's doable.
I think too, from the being ready aspect, you really, until your life completely changes, you can prepare as much as you want, but trying to get the car seat and the diaper bag and the child out the door is not a reality till the child's here.
Exactly. And it's the same even when you're going to law school. You're not ready until you're doing it
in the classroom.
Right, because until you first stand in that court, you're just going over, there's nothing like it.
Until you do your first case.
And you're not ready until you do it.
Wow.
That's a good point.
Now,
you have a new program called Thrive Through It. What is that?
Because this was born out of the idea that as I was navigating law school and everything, I could suffer this experience, right? I could see it as a painful drag, or I could just thrive through it. Like every day or everything that I'm doing, I feel the joy and the gratification in it now. Not when it's ended, not when I've reached a certain destination. Because when you delay feeling gratitude and delay enjoying it, the process, you're suffering through it because you're not allowing yourself to enjoy it. So now I learned the process of thriving through it. It doesn't mean that it's always easy. It doesn't mean that I didn't get tired. It doesn't mean that I didn't get frustrated. But instead of suffering through it, because I firmly believe suffering is a choice. We, for the most part, things happen, but we choose to suffer, right?
It's a great message.
We choose to suffer because I can say, okay, I
see it a different way.
Exactly. That's another conversation.
We have so many more conversations.
I know, but you are an inspiration, and your kiddos are lucky to have you. Thank you so very much for being here.
Thank you for having me. It was my pleasure. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you too.